Hello everybody, how's it going? It is Tuesday. I do apologize for that, but let me be the island, the port in the storm that is Tuesday. I'm here with another round of Control. Is everything coming through okay? Yep, seems to be a little confused. Hang on. Yep, says I'm live. There it is. Okay. Excellent. Alright, let me just take care of some business real quick like. Hope you're doing well though. Hope you're having a good day. If you're here in Texas, weather's been lovely. Nice and rainy, very gloomy, my kind of weather, especially when I'm playing something like Control. Alright. Notification sent. I am live. Alright. One sec. There we go. Nice refreshing water. I'm here. I got my co-pilot Finian in my lap. He likes it when I play couch games because he gets to lay with me in my lap or on his blanket nearby. When we last left off, we were investigating the Foundation, the oldest house's roots. Currently experiencing some bleeding with the astral plane. We're here to fix the Nail, a weird piece of architecture that seems to be... Oh, our recent confrontation yelling was an error. We determined you may have both tools upgrades, only because you are our favorite current director. But do not listen, speak to former. You are welcome, grateful. So we're looking for these four pieces to repair the Nail, which is a little piece of architecture at the center of the Foundation. It seems that the Nail is responsible for keeping the oldest house connected to the astral plane, although now it's bleeding over, so we're fixing it. The board gave us these slick new abilities that we can use. Messes with crystal surfaces. Aha. And they only gave us one. And after doing a couple missions, the former gave us our second one. We are nearly all fixed. Your trust synergy is appreciated.
They sure changed their tune all of a sudden.
Yeah, they were very unhappy when the former gave me the other power, and suddenly they're trying to be very buddy-buddy with me.
I'm overthinking this whole board former thing. They can sort out their own business so long as it doesn't get in my way. Obsessing over these problems is something Trench would do, but I've got my intuition. And you?
Mostly you. Been finding some weird cave paintings that sort of seem to be detailing a bit more about the story of the board and their history with the oldest house. It's like a very suspicious bit of lighting, isn't it? Huh. So we're kind of getting a sort of an origin story, I guess you'd say, of the board, but it's vague and fuzzy. Then there's the former. He was that big eye bug monster that we fought for one of the objects of power. Big eyeball thing. I had to like sling eye laser balls back at him. He appears to be a former member of the board, which is interesting because that would mean that whatever the board are probably is race. Oh, weapon mods full. Let's go fix that. And yeah, just a whole bunch of shenanigans and mysteries, and the board being extremely vague and slightly improvement. What's this one? Launch ammo refund. Ammo recovery after taking for this gun. Load speed, projectiles fired, damage. What's that? Ammo gained from taking melee damage, exclusive to Shatter. That's alright. Whatever that is, I don't need it. Try to match these symbols. Slightly more damage, excellent. Recoil, meh. Projectile spread reduction. 17%, that's barely a thing. Cost per shot, I do like. What about personal mods? What do we got going on down here? Garbage. That was probably garbage. Need to delete it. Source gained per element pickup. Okay, interesting. Source being my currency, essentially. Energy gained on melee kills. That's alright. Made ammo refund. Recovery per element pickup is nice, but I think I prefer my health recovery on launch hits. Alright. So now we are working on finding the last of these, I forget what they refer to them as. Checkpoints, singular, investigate, oh, that's not the right mission. Okay, hang on. I highlight the wrong mission. Weird. Completes ritual. Yeah, I'm completing rituals to repair the nail, and there's one more node ritual, whatever, to fulfill after that one I just finished. Oh, hey, it's one of the cat statues. I found. Made an ominous didgeridoo noise. And the nail's all coming back together. The nail seems to be made of similar materials found in, like, the Blackrock Foundry, which I personally find interesting. It's also made of the same stuff found in the Astral Plane. So, I don't think the board is supposed to be connected to the oldest house inherently. I think they have stolen this place by attaching themselves to it via the nail. I think it binds them to the house, which gives them their control that they love oh so much. Ah, warehouse, here we go. Game, why are you telling me I can't go this way? It is very obvious that I can. What's up? Not sure how I feel about the game telling me I can't go this way. Actually, I do know how I feel. That's dumb. They should have blocked it all the way off if they didn't want me going through it. Hello, gamers. Hello, Eben. Hey, hon, next time you're, happen to be in the living room, would you mind grabbing me my sodas? No rush or nothing, I got plenty of water. Figured I'd ask. Yeah, those people are fucked, cause I'm not leaving the Foundation. I'm busy. I could leave, there's no reason I can't. I'm just not going to. Oh. How the... Oh, of course. And your powers. My fantastical, fabulous new abilities. Is this a spooky hallway? I remember one of these hallways is very spooky. And I don't 100% remember why? There's like an unnerving memory. A vague one. Because of course it is. Whee! Hi Caitlin, how's it going? I also have a terrible feeling about the warehouse being a structure I don't want to deal with. Again, all vague memories, not even sure they're valid. God, I hate being me sometimes. Why can't I just remember things? Weirdly empty room, and it feels like there would be something here. Just shot it into place. Excellent. There's a light here, but it's just there. Say hi. Oh, I can't hear it when you claim Alan. Did it at least play? Oh, I probably can't hear it because I'm over here. It didn't play for you either. Fuck you and fuck your soda. Alright, I'll have to figure out what I did wrong. So of course I did something wrong. I know he's being fucking cute, right?
Send a ranger out. Director's orders.
Preferably the Red Ranger or the Pink Ranger. But only the Amy Jo Johnson Pink Ranger, none of the other ones. Good lord. Yeah, I don't like this building. I don't know why I don't like this building. Jesus Christ, hi buddy. I appreciate your enthusiasm. I also appreciate the soda. Thank you, husband. Let's cleanse the control point. Just... Those guys are up there. Alright. I'll probably have to just get higher up to get to them. So I've got the Pierce, but it's not quite the sniper rifle I really want it to be. This is it's a big room. Oh, this leads back to the crossroads. Yeah, what the fuck? Can I get to it through this way? Okay, there was even a door I couldn't have gotten through, so like, why did that even need to be there? And it's still here. So I guess now it's just a cave-in, and... That's dumb. That is uncool. Anyway. Random bitchy corridor aside. Let's see what's in this little lab. Probably another thing by Mr. Ash. Yeah. No, there's nothing in there. Great. Why is the recording in here?
28
Whatever.
days now spent inside what we're calling the oldest house. Northmore insists on the name.
You just know this guy listened to The Cure. He was alive.
Sleeping well. Per orders, me and my research team have established a permanent examination lab in the Foundation. I
Meth
basically
lab in the
live down
Foundation.
there now, like the obedient head of research father raised me to be. I spend my days investigating that odd pillar where Northmore found the handgun. The work was half-hearted at first, I admit. But then I discovered numerous non-Aristotelian energy channels converging at its base.
What is a non-Aristotelian?
Hylogilinian, call them what you want. But this pillar is the crossroads. I started building something. Equal parts talisman and technology. An array that can impose order on the ley junctions. That's the idea, at least. We'll see when I'm done.
Talisman?
I prefer to work away from the pillar. I'm not the only one who feels like that thing has eyes.
I think the board use it for some kind of surveillance. It's Hyphenian. I can't pet you every second. It's true. Sorry. Let's go to the entrance. It's the entrance. Power core storage, then. The invention of the power core. After numerous attempts, I've finally found a way to intercept and contain the ambient energy of the ley lines in a kind of non-Aristotelian battery I've dubbed the power core. I admit it was difficult capturing an energy I can barely measure, much less interact with. Luckily, it seems the porous stone of the Foundation's caverns possesses such conductive qualities. Using stone flakes and copper wire, my power cores collect significant power. My early prototypes collected too much, in fact, but I've since reinforced the container. We don't yet know the repercussions of tapping into the power field. As a precaution, these devices should not be taken outside of the house. Ideally, the Bureau should no longer need to rely on typical energy sources. It's my greatest feat of engineering yet. I've always had an interest in invention. I like the creativity that it allowed, set within the firm boundaries of logic and physics. Father never approved, calling it a mundane science. With that in mind, I dedicate this invention to Theodore Ash Sr. May he scowl in peace. Dude has some serious daddy issues. Will any of these work? Or these all seem dormant? There's a live one. Neat things hidden up here anywhere? Oh, the battery. Also, I learned how to put things down gently. Something in my memory told me there's a fake wall in here somewhere. Once again, probably full of shit. Probably. Can I go to the 3rd floor now? Yay! Tunnel access. Gonna access that tunnel in a sexual way. Then over here to put that into.
Entry day plus 51. Northmore has ordered an all-hands search for objects similar to the service weapon. He claims there are more in the house, though I don't see how he's so certain. He's been strange lately, talking about joining greater causes, and frequently mentioning a pyramid.
Are there any other items like...
After pressing him, he finally described this pyramid to me. Inverted, black, mathematically
Anything else like
perfect.
the service weapon?
Oddly enough, Adam and the other id have shown me numerous inverted triangles painted on the cave walls. Surely there's a connection. But I don't see it yet. As far as occult symbols go, triangles are by no means rare. Flood, Levi, Kroll, they used that shape like it was going out of fashion. Standing on their base, triangles signify stability and strength. Inverted on their points, they represent conflict and stagnation. Of course, the orientation is just a matter of perspective. Looking at the pyramid from below gives you one, from above another. Northmore says he looks up at the inverted pyramid. I have to wonder, is anyone standing over it, looking down?
Yes. I mean, there's definitely got to be something, right? Oh, hang on. There's a way in here. Where is it? Found it! All I had to do was blow myself up a little bit. Is that it? Just me blowing myself up to get a random mod? Okay, great. Power core's sitting around if I need it. This thing definitely still goes up. Oh, okay. That's just not safe. So, get back to the window, get back to the window. Window. Haha. This thing just keeps going, but look! This nose actually might be a barrier. Whip something at it. Ash mentioned Adam and the Id. Those are the little statue people that we've been seeing, mostly in the astral plane. They're the ones that like help me learn how to use my abilities by letting me shoot them. Apparently he met some down here. Gave them cute nicknames. So, you know, everything will be alright there. And breaks the pillars. Physics. Alright. That's an insanely suspicious wall. Also, I forgot I got more abilities. Multi-launch! Hold and launch up to 3 object. Energy now recovers while holding launch objects. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, that's nice. It's a fight room. Oh, yep, got sniped. I should not have taken to the air, but thought I was getting hit by an axe guy. I was getting hit by a sniper. This about? Oh, I found that already. Okay. Cool. Friend murdered. Oh, murdered my ex-friend. Oops. A lot of explosive things to play with in this room. Just a nice bright chasm. There's a lot of eyes on this wall. Suspicious about it to me, but I guess I'm just imagining things. How's everybody's Tuesday going? Y'all doing alright? Welcome to my little port in the storm.
Hiss got in. Boom. The nail. Pile of smoking rubble.
Marshall blew up the nail. What the hell was she thinking?
Let's find out a little more details on what she was thinking. Ah, this is gonna be another one of Ash's logs, isn't it? This is what Randy wants.
The hiss got in. The Foundation is overrun. I was out of time and out of options. I took all the C4 I could get my hands on and strapped it to the nail. Boom. A desperate move. But it's better off in pieces than in enemy hands.
That's...
Trench wouldn't be thrilled. He always said how vital the nail was. How it was the Bureau's duty to protect it. Bullshit. Those years spent in the director's chair warped his
I
priorities.
think he was
In
kind
the
of
end,
right,
he
though.
valued order over people. The advice of invisible voices over that of old friends.
Yeah, but
He
Marshall,
lost sight of who he was. The board made sure of that.
you're not wrong.
But I did my duty. The Hiss can't corrupt a pile of smoking rubble. My last act as head of operations. I'm done. At least I could take those bastards down with me.
Oh, you blew yourself up with it. That's great. Also, hello, Jessica. Welcome to the channel. I'm doing great. How are you? It's like, I mean, yeah, you know, they can't corrupt it, but, you know, now the astral plane is bleeding in and possibly gonna blow up the entire place. Maybe even the world, like, you know, one problem after another. So which game do I usually play? I don't play any one game, typically. Kind of all over the place. Right now, my games are anything Remedy makes, because we're getting ready for Alan Wake 2 coming out later this week. If I had any regular games that I played, it'd probably be Hearthstone, Fortnite, and Marvel Snap is my other big one. I need friends right now. That means you. Through that. Nope, we're just gonna tell you guys no right now. There we go. I've gotten much better at using those spikes than I did the first time I played through this. Sorry, buddy. Oh, that was just a piss poor series shots on my part. There's multiple ways out of here. This map is not super helpful. Or is that where I came in? I came in from there, I think. Alright, so I came in through there, and now I have two ways out. One leads right back into one of these halls. Let's go this way. Jessica, if you don't mind me asking, what brings you this way? Oh, that's like on the inside. Well, the elevator probably won't. At least get this door open. That'd be pretty slick. Alright. Come back to this one. Like to watch streamer when you're free from ads working. Hey, saw my link on X? Cool. Well, thanks for hanging out. Feel free to stick around, of course. Let's see, what's in this room? More ominous, nothing. Foundation's etchings. There's 4 of them. My explorations of the Foundation have resulted in yet another mystery, a fascinating series of etchings on large stone tablets. The tablets themselves are likely not native to the Foundation, seeing as they're slabs of sedimentary stone, quite different from the cave's categorization-defying rock. Their placement and form are also too intentional to be naturally occurring. But who braved this place to carry them in, and for what purpose? I discovered a 5-point macro entanglement between the tablets and the pillar at its center. These links seem to extend beyond our level of consciousness to some astral realm I can't detect. Is Northmore's board somehow tied to all this? The etchings on these tablets are similarly curious. They differ from the cave paintings in style and technique, so are clearly not of the same origin. Are they the visual narration of some event, or do they indicate intent, a wish, a plan? They only seem to consist of a tree and the pillar, but the sizes of either are inconsistent. What does that signify? I'm missing key pieces of this puzzle, and it's unlikely I'll ever find them. Ooh, supplies. Can I call the elevator this far? Imagine not. Yeah, nope. That checks out. Breakable walls. Oh! Actually did come up. Can't go anywhere else though. Something like inside the wall here. Can't quite get to it though. Oh, that's not where I meant to be. These lights make a handy little platform, don't they? Shh. Can't reach that from there. Yeah, I've already been up here. Let's use it to go up, see if we can go farther. Do I stream regularly? Yeah, I do stream Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 1 to 3 Central. There we go, something else. What's this? Oh, it's just another... Oh, this was the other path out of that room. That's right. Help me with stuff? What kind of stuff you looking to help with? Oh. What's that? I think I do remember now why I was dreading the warehouse. Or this taking a long time. Don't know what's going on in here. Is there a way to get further up this thing that I'm seeing? Is it looks like it's over this way. The source of light. Strange, this appears to be the highest point. Well, this did get up here. Ah, this was the ball I was trying to remember. Did it have anything important in it? That was what my brain was trying to remember. Okay, so let's go to the power core storage. Crap, I moved the power node. Where did I put it? Put it on the warehouse entrance? Yeah, if you've got some ideas, send them to me on DM on Twitter, and I'll take a look. And also, just in general, thank you for the interest. Oh, frag. Where did I put... Where did I put that power node? Tunnel access? Further... Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely take a look and follow you back there once I'm done with the stream here. Okay, yeah, this is where I left it. Here did I leave it? So now I can't find it. What did I do? Did I do with the power node? I need it. It's not here, but it didn't go back to its starting point. Just rip that one back out. Of course not. Why would I be able to do something convenient? Yeah, because this is the one I used for this elevator, and then there's that other one over there. But it's not spawning back. I have an idea. Warp point here. I'm going to do the old warp reload. Grab a random loot spot. Alright, Jessica, I have followed you back on Twitter if you want to send me that stuff. Back to the Foundation. Hopefully that'll reset the node, wherever the hell it vaporized off to. It's unusual. Usually the game's very good about either resetting it or leaving it where I left it. In this case, it somehow didn't do either. Alright, and power core storage. Yeah, no problem. Oh, I'm so excited for Alan Wake 2 tomorrow. Or, I keep saying tomorrow. It's the end of the week. Uh-oh. That power node did not come back. Shit. Alan? Yeah, for some reason the soundboard didn't work, so I have to do it myself. Hey, husband and Caitlin, can you guys look up something about this? Trying to help me figure out where this node went? Alright, sounds good, Jessica. Foundation, warehouse, control, DLC, power node. I do not know where the hell it went. Wait. Thought I saw it. It was a light box.
Is this a Bureau ID badge? It looks so old. Hope will definitely want to see this.
I was just asking if you can help me see if this is like a bug or something. Because I had a power node and it went missing.
Weird place to leave an ID card, but okay.
On the pyramid and geometry. I've been going through my library researching pyramids and triangles. If that shape does relate to the board, as Northmore says, then perhaps our predecessors in the occult can offer some insight through their geometric knowledge. In esotericism, the triangle is closely associated with the Holy Trinity and other three-part concepts, past, present, future, mind, body, spirit. Interestingly, the term board also implies multiple parts. Upright triangles in Judeo-Christian imagery indicate ascent into rational/divine realm. Inverted, it signifies a descent into the corporeal human. Naturally, the ascent is a masculine and the fall is feminine, Adam and Eve. This is just a bit of old-world patriarchy. It's 1964 now, and we're well past that silliness. Considering the above, what does the inverted triangle tell us about the board? They're clearly not corporeal or human. Perhaps they wish to be, or they once were? The likeliest answer is simply that theological imagery cannot help us define alien entities. But still, the pyramid seems significant. Shapes have power, and clearly so does the board. There's that power core from the Hiss barrier. I should be able to shoot it inside the cage. Okay. I will check that out. Energy boost. Only one of these showers can be interacted with? Why can either of them be interacted with? Why only one? It's fucking weird. History of the oldest house. The oldest house has revealed much to me during my months in the Foundation, but many questions remain. Primarily, the tree etchings bewilder me. What is their significance? If the house has changed shape over its lifetime as I've theorized, then was a tree its first form? I sent a team to the Schwartzman building in search of pre-settlement accounts in Manhattan Island. Those I discovered a single relevant line. And there I found a tree not known to me, the devil twisted within its bark. That line, taken with the fact that certain American cultures believe some trees would offer wisdom and guidance, is indeed interesting. However, it's hardly firm evidence, and though I am now bound to the oldest house, I remain a man of science. Of course, there are numerous ancient beliefs regarding trees: Yggdrasil, the Tree of Knowledge, Yaxi-Mixche. Some cultures offered blood sacrifices to trees, while others claim trees endowed chosen individuals with inhuman powers. Do New York City's many murders act as sacrifice for the old house? Does the house have a chosen champion? Is it me? Uh-oh, Ash is going power crazy. This is a new room. Meteor Hill summary. AWE 3. Per archival mandates 8.A, this document has been edited to meet current administrative standards. Certain terminology may be out of date. This paradimensional occurrence consisted of 3 sequential sinkholes induced by subterranean implosions revealing foreign material of magmatic qualities. A local chapter of the Youth Science League were participating in an archaeological dig on the hill when the event occurred. Many boys were injured in the resulting collapse. Some touched the magma directly. Bureau agents arrived at the scene 7 days after the incident. Samples of the lava-like material were taken. The area was quickly sealed off from the public at our recommendation. Our aim was to ensure all remnants of the material were rendered inoffensive, but the magma descended too deeply into the earth to retrieve. Foul-smelling odors were detected in the area, which were hypothesized being the dissipated element's vapor trail left at the scene. All acquired material was delivered to Washington for examination in the Bureau's on-site laboratories. Meteor Hill. I've never heard of that. Is that like a real thing it's referencing?
Another ID card. For a cartographer.
Trying to find something to talk about to fill this silence. Me just running in circles because I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, what do we got here? This up here. Thoughts on caves? Caves are neat. They're quite spooky. Is that the one you were talking about, hun? You said it was on the other side of a hiss wall, but... can't get to it with these metal bars. The one barrier in the main cave area. Did I get past that? This is the only hiss barrier I know of. You're saying there's another one somewhere? There's something in the wall here, but I can't interact with it. There was the 2 hiss nodes at the top of the cave from the floor. As far as I am aware, I have shot both of them. Let me double check. Yeah, as far as I can tell, I've hit all the nodes. What's this? This is a locked door. In here? I'll check it out when I'm done with the stream here, okay, Jessica? Appreciate you. What am I missing here? There we go. Nope, not another hiss note here. Don't know why I thought there was. Yeah, I remember running into this problem with this stupid thing last time. The only node I can find, I can't reach. Go back to the node I can find. Oh, have I been in here? Meteor Hill supplement per archival mandate. Retrieve material from was subjected to Fellstrom's array configuration 74B, but the tests were halted as the matter began to physically elude the equipment. Attempts to constrain the element were made, but under further stress, it became vaporous. The researchers suffered corrosive injuries prior to their deaths. The child victims of Meteor Hill recounted the material enveloping them in a pleasant manner upon making contact, but when discovered, they were blank and screaming. Bodily changes were perceived immediately: deformities, loss of pigment in the skin and hair, and mental symptoms surfaced in subsequent examinations: confusion, heightened aggression. The Department of Public Knowledge and Diversions gave statements regarding the incident was caused by debris from poorly made Russian satellites, which the public accepted with no complications. The children were sent to the Bureau's recuperation facility in Blank to receive help away from society. Your chest. Nothing helpful. Okay. Go around real quick. So there's this room that has like a red fog in the wall, but like I can't do anything. Yeah, like, this looks more like it's attached to the other side of the wall, and that's just bleed-through effect. Then, the actual room itself... Is there another elevator shaft I can drop down from? If there is, I haven't been able to find it. Because there's the node right there, it's on the inside of this elevator shaft. I shot it from this side. I was down here. That's frustrating. This also all could have been avoided if it just kept my second one that I had pulled from downstairs. We got there. Elevator machine room. Oh, that's this room. Upper warehouse. Oh, that's a whole thing, isn't it? Probably should have looked to see if there was an explosive right next to that. But I found the secret wall. These refill my health, right? Good, they do. I think any of my abilities only costs 1, so... Warehouse.
All right, this is the last one.
Okay, but what was with the thing with the 5 nodes? That weren't even there this time? Did I shoot them all? They're only available when going up. Interesting. What is this? This is a thing. And I have somehow phased myself out of the elevator. Okay, great. Seem to actually hit them. Maybe I gotta melee them. Melee's definitely doing the Oh, if I stop it... Interesting. My kitty. Husband, can you look up how many of the cat statues there are in the Foundation DLC? Oh, crap, one of these! My healing orb. Hey, you leave my healing orb alone. Alright, thank you for your service, healing orb. Now then, where was I?
I can't believe Marshall's brilliant plan was to blow up the nail. And she thought I wasn't ready.
Yeah, her idea was to blow up the nail, but that just caused a bigger problem.
There. Easy as pie. Fuck! But that's the last one. I fixed it, didn't I?
Nail, leave, end. Leave where? Oh dear. There we go.
Holy shit.
Oh, it's all falling to pieces.
Oh my god.
Ziggy, get me out of here.
What the hell was all that? Things should be better now, not worse. Emily will know. I hope.
New mission, the pyramid. Hey, new points. Let's finish my C's. Improve my levitate. Move on over to the crossroads. Baby.
What did you do? What is causing these tremors?
I thought you could tell me. I completed the 4 rituals just like the board told me to. The astral bleed should have stopped.
Look, it has stopped. The nail is repaired. But we have a new problem. My analysis of the nail indicates that it is literally a piece of the astral plane. Or possibly a vessel containing the astral plane. Or both. Either way, right now both dimensions are vibrating at completely incompatible frequencies. The spatial friction they are generating is incalculable. It's going to destroy both planes.
I messed this all up. Maybe Marshall was right to destroy the nail. I should have left it in pieces.
No, then the astral plane would still be leaking in. Sometimes there's no right answer, Jesse. We need more information.
No. I need to fix this now. I'll figure something out.
I'll use my woman's
We should
intuition.
really make a plan. The tremors are originating from directly below us, but we don't know what.
Perfect. I'll head down and take care of whatever's going on. Just do what you can from here.
Jesse, you can't just.
I have to, Emily. I'm the director. This is on me.
Jesse, you're back. So did you find anything noteworthy? The original Bureau expedition down here left so much interesting stuff behind.
Like their ID cards. I picked up a weird one. It's pretty old.
Oh wow, look at that. Yeah, I found a few ID cards myself. Or, more accurately, the Rangers found them for me.
Are you starting a collection?
I'm going for the whole set. I kid, of course. But I suppose they are sort of like baseball cards, except for Bureau stuff from the 60s. Hey, the one you found is different than mine. It looks like it's a higher clearance level.
A rare one, then. Want to keep it, Emily?
Yeah, I absolutely do. But I think you should hang on to it for now. High clearance access might come in handy.
Sounds like you have something in mind.
Guilty. See, I've been going through Dr. Ash's notes, or The ones I can find, anyway. Like Darling, he seemed to enjoy hiding his most relevant research. From what I gather, there is another floor beneath the warehouse with a special lab that requires 5 high-level staff members just to access. Here, take this. It's an old skeleton key. Something else the Rangers found. I give them $5 for every useful trinket they bring me.
I'm gonna assume this key is my ticket to that lower floor. And that super secret lab you mentioned.
Bingo bango, as Dr. Darling used to say. But keep your eyes peeled for more ID cards around the warehouse. If Ash's notes are reliable, and I'm sure they are, then 5 is the magic number.
I don't remember what those are for. Oh, we get a hotline I miss? Apologies, how embarrassing. Astro Fellows shades are acting hostile, very rude. We cannot direct behavior. In external, not astral regions. Promise, fingers crossed. So they've lost control of the astral entities that got loose on our side. Hey, fun. Accuracy boost. Shutter, projectile spread. Just is weaker. Efficiency, levitation ammo. Launch ammo refund. Yep, that's weaker, so just get rid of that. Energy cost, aid, source gain from melee, health recovery, it's worse than the one I have, seize acceleration, it's weaker than mine. Dodge efficiency, energy, just weaker. Okay. Alright, I keep going on that to see if I can find how many of these cards I have. Lance. Defeat his corrupted people. Cleanse. Find 5 ID cards. How many do I have?
See?
Great, looks like.
We were gonna die down here.
Bureau researchers do not panic, Dr. Saab. If you're not going to listen to me, then you better go figure out how to stop this. There's no telling what could happen if the vibrations escalate.
Women's intuition is useless.
Any progress with the nail?
Of course. I've been busy with surface analysis. Its composition is remarkably similar to that of material found in the astral plane, but it alters itself between my observations. It's almost as if it doesn't like being examined.
So the nail is from the astral plane?
Not necessarily. See, if we assume that, we're suddenly facing a lot of new questions. How did something so large get out of the astral plane? How did it get inside the oldest house? Did a threshold bring it in? Did people? Maybe through the motel.
Maybe it was always here.
Doubtful.
Have you spent any time looking into the crystals growing around here?
As if I could resist. The biggest question is where it comes from. A threshold? Or is it native to the Foundation? But if so, why doesn't it grow in the rest of the oldest house? The fact that they returned to an earlier state when damaged is severely inconsistent with our reality's adherence to linear time. So either they're A, partially conscious, or B, organic elements that are foreign to and yet influenced by our dimension. The jury's still out. Have you learned anything about the crystals?
They blow up when I shoot them.
Lets me stretch them.
Huh.
Yep.
Also that.
Any idea what Marshall would be doing down here?
Blowing
That
shit up.
information is on a need-to-know basis, Faden. Sorry, I can resist. But honestly, I never had much interaction with Marshall. She only came to me when she was looking for Darling. But this is Helen Marshall we're talking about, the woman who single-handedly dealt with the Bergen Peak AWE. If she's down here, it's because she needs to be.
Yeah, the
Wow.
Bergen Peak.
Clearly, she couldn't handle this one on her own.
Yeah, see.
I'll see you later, Emily.
Good luck. Take notes.
Alright, well, here we go.
I hope I know what I'm doing.
Oh, we
That
don't.
was just the top of the nail? How much deeper does the foundation go?
All the way down, baby.
Entry day plus 118. I have changed, though it's hard to know how or why. I no longer need tools to detect the house's veins, to hear it breathe. I can feel its blood churning beneath my bare feet. I have added my own illustrations to the walls, trying to solve some mystery that the oldest house whispers to me. I have to avoid the it as I do so. They haunt me. I don't blame them. They're just following the pillar's orders. Even poor Adam doesn't seem to recognize me anymore. I've spent a long time contemplating the etchings of the tree and its roots. Did you know this city used to be a forest? I wonder if our oldest house wore a different face back then. Or if it was always here. A 21st century office building since time immemorial. Can a place know the future? Can it change its skin? Can it wander? I always thought the esoteric world was my father's, not mine. But here, in this sacred place, I finally understand his devotion.
Aw, the oldest house brought a father and son together. That's probably not, like, a thing. It's probably the healthiest possible way this could happen. Jesus Christ, that scared me. This must be the spooky hall I was constantly thinking about.
The crystals are growing like crazy here. It's almost like they're trying to stop me.
Definitely trying to stab the hell out of you.
HRA was damaged. The board said it.
When Marshall blew up the nail, the board attacked her. I don't fucking like it.
Marsha, what you telling me, girl?
I tried to get out after the detonation, but the astral spike came out of nowhere. I escaped, but my HRA was damaged. I'd bet a year's salary the board said it. We never did see eye to eye. They have too much control over Trench, the Bureau, the House. They make themselves part of every important process. Nothing a little C4 can't fix. Two birds, One bomb. Christ, what a mess. But I stopped the hiss. I did it.
Explosions
If
do
Faye
fix
did her
everything.
part, then the Bureau is safe. Until the next thing. Jesse has good reason to hate the Bureau. But that could be what we need right now. She won't follow the same path. Won't fall into the same traps. She'll lead her way. So, Director Faden, here's my last lesson. You can't save everybody.
Oh, thanks. Glad it wasn't anything ominous, or... Knock it off. Uh-oh. That's the color hiss.
Nobody else hears the house. Their ears are too full of lies. We were shown the way inside so we could help. But all we've done is fall victim to the same parasite. I should have seen the web earlier. The strands between Northmore, the pillar, the gun, the id. What hope did we have? Thrown into this conflict beyond our comprehension. I've decided to rejoin the Bureau in the upper levels, to end my long absence spent in the Foundation. Northmore will be angry at me for disobeying him. That's just his way. But I don't care. I need to remain in the oldest house to help however I can. I doubt I can steer the Bureau back on the right course, but I have to try. How did I go so long without a purpose? Without devotion? I can hardly remember how it felt. I realize how grateful I am to Father for setting me on this path. I wish I could tell him that.
Send a ranger out. Director's orders.
Nice to see a director out in the field.
Yeah, you're not gonna like it, though.
Marshall? You're alive.
Soon you will no longer recognize us, or yourself, or him, or her, or them. Family is dead. The walls are broken, but yellow and red in the eye.
God damn it.
Inverted is made right.
You fuckers take everything. I am not letting you take this.
You've always been the new you. You want this to be true.
Hi, Marshall. was I holding recording for that long? Game? A little busy. Temporarily indisposed.
Out of ammo.
Enough. Marshall might have bugged out. Not gonna see me complain though.
Sorry, I wasn't here to help, Marshall.
We'll just say that was the real Marshall
That
fighting back.
explains why the board wasn't answering what's causing the quakes. Marshall came down here to stop this. I should have been with her. I could have saved her. But I can still save everyone else.
You little warm buddy. That was to my dog, not Jesse. We are clans liberated. The Foundation is stable, beaten. A-okay. We hope you will improve your attitude, loyalty.
Well, fuck you too.
Oh, I'll be sure to.
Let's play it smart. They don't need to know I'm onto them. Not yet, anyway.
What's up here? Oh shit. That was the former. Watching from the Foundation.
The nail is secure. The Hiss can't touch it. I can't undo the astral bleeding in the Foundation, but at least it's stopped.
Along with the seismic activity. You did it, Jesse. Did you ever find Marshall?
I did. She's gone. She died thinking she'd save the Bureau. Not a bad way to go.
Even if she was wrong.
I wasn't ready for this crisis. I didn't even see it coming. But I promise I'll be ready for the next one.
Uh-oh, it's inverted.
I mean, what good is a director who can't hold her Bureau together?
Representing strength. The Foundation. Ooh. It's a little synthy bit there. Ah, not as fun as that synthwave boss fight we did last time.
I thought I know how to handle things, now that I'm the director. Clearly, it's not that simple. I need to choose a direction for the Bureau. It should be one that serves our goals, not the board's. Whatever those are. I need to lead my way.
It's interesting, symbolically it could be said that missing triangle and that nail there is the board. Represents the board's placement.
Now that this nail business is handled, I should probably be getting back to executive. But maybe I'll keep poking around. Just for a little bit.
Has the nail been doing anything since we restored it?
Define anything.
Anything unusual?
Define unusual.
Pope?
Emily.
Sorry, but the answer is a whopping yes. Now that it's whole, the nail is emitting a constant field of, well, think of it like low-level radiation.
Oh, so we all have
Seems to
cancer.
suppress
Great.
Any biological matter it encounters.
Oh,
This
and we're
explains why
suppressed.
nothing grows here and why the Bureau had to abandon the area. Prolonged exposure would certainly begin affecting neural processes.
Wait. Was the field created when I cleansed the nail?
I considered that, but the nail's readings are quite different from the ones I recorded at the cleanse control points. I think the nail's field is purely of its own making. In fact, I think it would passively prevent any His corruption, like the HRAs do. Which makes me wonder what actually occurred when you cleansed the nail.
I've been wondering about that myself.
Ooh, did we
The board
infuse?
let the hiss corrupt the nail? Do they want me to cleanse it? If so, why?
Huh.
What do you know about Director Northmore?
Well, he was Director Trench's predecessor, and Northmore's famous for being the first board-appointed director. See, before we found the oldest house, directors were picked by committees of old men in suits, drinking cognac and smoking cigars or whatever. You know, standard, uninteresting methods.
I think the word you're looking for is bureaucratic.
Or antiquated. Regardless, Northmore was eventually forced to... Well, we don't need to go into that. Strangely, the only two board-appointed directors left the position under unusual circumstances. If the board appoints a director, then how do they retire them? I doubt they go out and buy you a gold watch. Sorry, Jesse, I didn't mean to imply that...
Don't worry. If anyone's getting shown the door, it's them. What do you know about an entity named Former?
I can't say I've heard of it. You got any details for me?
Well, imagine a one-eyed bug thing. I think it was a part of the board, but then something happened and now it's... separate?
Interesting. See, I always wondered if the board was some sort of entity or a group or conglomerate of linked consciousnesses, but this supports the group theory. Although it could have undergone some sort of corporeal exile. Too many unknowns to form a working hypothesis yet, but I can prioritize this matter in future astral dives if you think it's important.
Fortune favors the prepared. Do it.
Ooh.
I'm gonna keep looking around.
I wish I could go with you, but I still need 30 hours of training before I can do field work.
We'll work on that.
What do you call this game?
Don't be a stranger.
What do I want? Let's go with more levitating. Anything fun? Ooh, a level 6 for... Yeah, zoom. Personal mods? Nope. About upgrades. Only to spin and no. Mod capabilities. Oh. This mission is... investigate the sector elevator. Best way to do that probably just be to go to executive. Alan? Did I get any costumes for that? Probably not. Oh, some of the DLC needed more of costumes.
Darkness engulfed the elevator. There was something there, reaching for her, trying to make her act. It was a distress call. Faden sensed a drowning man, a hunger in the dark. Investigation sector.
Investigation sector, huh? We should check this out.
Time media. Oh, just so the logs. I missed a lot. And hotline the board. Another crisis, workday resolved. But scrutiny is not permitted, enjoyed. Tell the sidekick, Pope Snoop to leave. Please, immediately. Before it is time to begin, be calm. The next task, chapter, stage. We will see you soon, Jesse, Dylan, Faden. Faden rides the elevator.
Darkness engulfed the elevator. There was something there. A presence. Jesse Faden could hear it. A call. It was faint, reaching for her from a dark place. Faden was sensitive to visitations. She had them all the time. From her guiding star and the previous director. She was the perfect receiver. As if she'd been made for this. Faden paused to feel it. The force at play here. It was changing things around her, subtle, trying to make her act. Faden didn't like that. Her guide felt it too. Polaris didn't flare up in defense as with the hiss, so it wasn't all bad. Not a hostile transmission. It was powerful, but it was coming from far away, and made weak because of the distance. It was a distress call. Faden sensed a drowning man, a man desperate to escape. She sensed something else, too. A hunger in the dark, not unlike the hostile resonance, waiting. She knew that desperate acts can have grim consequences. It was this, more than the man's despair, that made her follow the call. The elevator lights winked back on. The darkness receded like a memory. There was a new button on the elevator control panel. Investigation sector. Faden pressed the button. The elevator doors slid shut with practiced bravado.
Alright, let's press the new button. Alan? Talking about the board, you can see the instances of upside-down black triangles all over the FBC. Great environmental storytelling.
Hello? Anyone here?
Guess not.
Not like being watched.
Seems a lot more crowded than the rest of the Bureau.
Missing agents. Mr. Kirkland, here are the latest agents confirmed missing, presumed dead from the containment breach yesterday. Agent Jonathan Connor, Researcher Ezra Cruz, Agent Carolyn Dempsey, Lindsay Malcolm, Charles Murray, Derek Shaw. Letters of condolences will be delivered to you to sign prior to sending them to their families. You will be updated as soon as additional confirmations are made. Also, per your request, a network engineer checked how many cases were backed up digitally. Unfortunately, a large number of active investigations were not archived yet, and the only hard copies of reports exist behind the firebreak. They're lost, I'm afraid. This was in 2017, 2 years before the events of this game. Official findings report about Dr. Casper Darling. Per authorizations from Mr. Kirkland, internal investigation was launched into the ethical practices of Dr. Casper Darling, head of research. Despite the accounts of Anonymous Blank regarding inhumane treatment of a blank currently housed in the Bureau, our official findings regarding this were inconclusive. Numerous obstacles arose during the investigation. The majority of blank sector personnel seemed to be wholly unaware of any such blank contained here. One blank confirmed the blank's code name to be blank, but all files pertaining to that name were inaccessible, being classified under the highest clearance level. Investigators were similarly blocked from entering the blank research wing to interview its staff. The matter was further complicated by the lack of clarity on whether non-human paranatural entities warrant humane treatment. While this investigation cannot address any charges against Dr. Darling, we do recommend an investigation into blank research. Darling, what were you into? Dear Dennis, a request came through recently from an FBI agent asking us for all our files on Bright Falls, specifically on the disappearance of the author, Alan Wake. Per the Interagency Information Exchange Agreement, doesn't have a cute acronym, I had some paper pushers gather up a folder of all the pre-approved files. Don't worry, all the inappropriate material is either missing or redacted. But I'm writing to let you know that we received this request from a special agent named Alex Casey. Sounds familiar, right? That's because Alex Casey is the name of the fictional detective in those hard-boiled crime books Alan Wake wrote. Pretty interesting that an FBI agent sharing a name with the most famous character Wake wrote is looking into a case dealing with a writer's fiction coming true. I think this is worth looking into, but what's your opinion? Just give the word and I'll start surveillance on the guy. Special Investigator Gleason. Alex? Something's keeping the lights on down here. Mr. Dennis, so yes, there's an increase in AWE cases, and yes, it would be a good idea to put together a special task force to examine exactly why that is. However, it seems like a tiny little detail has slipped through the cracks. Don't have the damn staff. If you expect us to detect, investigate, and process more AWE cases, you need to give us more people. It's simple math. Between the staff we lost with the Hartman thing and the ones who left for other departments after Kirkland quit, we're barely managing to keep up with the workload. Hell, just filing the paperwork for all the altered items we left behind in the sector has been an ordeal. Another thing, and this is going to sound paradoxical, but we have an overcrowding situation. This lobby isn't meant to accommodate a whole sector's worth of staff. We put forward a motion to move investigations to a more suitable location months ago. It better not still be sitting on your desk. The people are getting restless, and as Kirkland's interim replacement, it's your job to handle it. Best regards, Agent Grayson. Investigations was struggling a bit. Also, the Hartman incident? Dr. Hartman? Tractor supplements, Burrow Tractor. Miscommunication led to a local coroner examining the body of William Burrow. Burrow William, male, Caucasian. Case summary: 33-year-old man found dead on his property. Per police report, remains obtained from the coroner's office also include blood, urine, bile, stomach contents, and bone fragments. Autopsy findings: blunt force injuries, head. Lacerations, left ear cheek. Blunt force injuries, extremities. Dislocation, right knee. Complete avulsion of the upper right extremity with associated fracture of the proximal right humerus. Extensive trauma, abdominal region. Complete avulsion of multiple organs, including stomach, heart, liver, pancreas, kidneys, and portions of the large and small intestine, all missing from scene. Conclusion: it is my opinion that Mr. Burroughs' death is not the result of a mechanical accident, as claimed by the authorities. The removal of organs is consistent with animal attack. Yeah, we know something about heavy-duty machines attacking us like an animal. Happen all the time in Bright Falls. Federal Bureau of Control, blank of blank 2019. To whom it may concern, it is with great anger and regret that I tender my resignation as head of investigations for the Federal Bureau of Control. I do this in protest of the most rampant disregard for my department's blank. My staff cannot continue to work in these conditions. Previous requests and warnings have fallen on deaf ears, so I must now rely on my actions to speak louder than my words ever could. I blame this situation on our blank, who has routinely ignored my requests for assistance in reclaiming the parts of the investigation sector lost to the blank loose inside. Oh no, there's something inside. I will never forget the screams of brave agents begging for us to open that firebreak. I will carry that shame for the rest of my days. The blank has failed his agents. I shall never forgive him for that. Sincerely, William Kirkland. I'm assuming he means the director.
It's not working. Probably a loose power core somewhere.
Deep dee. Mr. Kirkland, we stopped at Keystone on our way to the target AWE like you asked. I'm sending my report directly to you to try and keep a lid on this Grumman Morales desertion issue. We didn't find any signs of them here. Given their records, it is possible they switched teams like you suspected, but I don't think that's the case. An event definitely occurred here in Keystone, and I think Grumman and Morales got caught up in it. The entire population has vanished into thin air. Reminds me of the Ordinary case, but that was just the adults, if I'm remembering the file correctly. This is different. I think our guys are casualties, not traitors. If it was an AWE, it seems to be over. We walked through the whole town, and the only strange thing we noticed were markings on various buildings. 2 overlapping circles with a dot in the shared space. I'm gonna write that down, but I think that was one of the doors of the... the doors in the Ocean View Motel had that symbol. In the meantime, you should send a team out here to cordon this place off and maybe get comms guys working on a cover story. Sincerely, Agent Keenum. We're missing one of our control panels. Wait, a lot of reading up front. Tractor protocols. Item is not in Bureau custody, none known. A Frank Elk tractor, olive green, dried blood on the grill when last seen. Item is capable of vocalized responses, or growls, and unmanned locomotion, considered highly aggressive and dangerous. The item first came to the Bureau's attention after the death of William Burrough, owner of Burroughs Farm outside of Trenton, Texas. Local authorities arrived on the scene after an employee found the mutilated body of Mr. Burrough beneath his tractor. Police arrived, but were immediately driven away by the tractor. Panic calls to federal authorities were intercepted by Bureau communications staff. A team was dispatched. Upon arrival, the agents approached the item. It responded by growling like a bear. 3 agents were injured when they tried to detain the item, which escaped. Aerial searches for the item are ongoing. Speaking to Mrs. Burroughs only revealed that she had a domestic altercation with Mr. Burroughs earlier the night of the incident. Whether these events are connected is currently unknown. God, give me a cutscene. Official findings report the Prime Candidate Program. Per authorization from Mr. Kirkland, Internal Investigation P-1429 was launched into the legality of the Prime Candidate Program, by the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Since all known subjects relevant to the investigation used executive privileges to decline an interview, very little first-hand information was gathered. However, anonymous sources and documentation declassified by Mr. Kirkland both paint an alarmingly clear picture of systematic blank and blank were brought into the oldest house and placed under blank examination and testing with the aim of appointing one as director upon maturity. The program has produced no successful cases and it only resulted in the traumatic blank of paranaturally inclined blank. Not only is this in a breach of the Ash Act, but it flies in the face of basic human blank. This investigation team unequivocally blank the Prime Candidate Program and recommends that it be blank immediately. Interesting. So internal investigations did not like Prime Candidate Program for what I feel like are fairly obvious reasons and legitimate. Let's get power cores. In here? Sorry. Kirkland, I'm growing tired of your blatant attempts to lay your incompetence at my doorstep. I know you want this to be true, but you are head of investigations. This failure is your responsibility. What did you think would happen holding a dangerous specimen in investigations? The containment sector exists for a reason. They are better trained and better equipped for this type of work. In fact, they have admirably taken on certain AWE monitoring responsibilities that your staff are no longer capable of. This happens more and more now. And don't think your petty internal investigations have gone past my notice. You are a worm. Everything I've done has been for the benefit of the Bureau. The Prime Candidate Program only failed because of Darling. You are both failures, plotting against me. You are traitors, but the truth will emerge out of you. You are choosing to become my enemy, Kirkland. You don't want to be. Zachariah Trench, Director of the Federal Bureau of Control, and my God, what a drama queen. Drama queen. Official findings report, RE blank. Per authorization for Mr. Kirkland, blank was launched into the blank of Director Zachariah Trench. A recent change in blank witnessed in Director Trench, including aggressive blank when blank with other staff, has been observed. However, the investigation is aimed at interpreting this issue rather than proving it. Notable blank between Director Trench and Dr. Darling has been witnessed by numerous Bureau staff. Although both declined to meet for an interview on the matter, witness accounts suggest their arguments center around the Dimensional Research Wing and the blank kept inside. However, no evidence exists to confirm Dr. Trench's blank as anything more than interpersonal disagreements. This investigation has concluded that Director Trench's behavior is not indicative of any blank, and that his fitness to lead us is not in question. Refer to blank for full report. Yeah, that's an incomplete report there. Official findings report, Dr. Raya Underhill. Dr. Raya Underhill is a professor at the University of Woodrow, the United Kingdom, where she teaches biology with a focus on botany. Dr. Underhill once worked with the Bureau as a parabotanist stationed in the research sector of the oldest house. She served with no incidents or demerits and is praised by those who formerly worked with her, including Dr. Darling. Dr. Underhill has no known connections to paracriminal organizations, that's the word I like, paracriminal organizations, or any record of breaching her NDAs since leaving the Bureau. Her civilian behavior has been ideal with the exception of an ongoing personal relationship with Dr. Darling, that appears to have begun during their time as co-workers in the research sector and revisited intermittently ever since. Depending on the duration of her work in the oldest house, it may be required to have both parties sign a relationship clearance form. The investigation has found no compelling reason to deny Dr. Darling's request to offer Dr. Underhill an interim position with the aim of finding a solution to the mold threshold issue. Yeah, we haven't dealt with the mold threshold yet. That's something we're gonna save for what I assume will have to be after Alan Wake 2. As it stands, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish AWE before Alan Wake 2 comes out. That is the goal, however. Oh my god. To Chief Investigator Dennis, it happened again, third time this year. Something certainly has it out for our blank. Could be raccoons, the locals certainly complain about them enough, but why the hell would raccoons keep going after a monitoring station? Doesn't add up. Anyway, I've got a bureau tech going to the site next week to take a look. Next on the list for recurring problems is the staff at the Lake House Research Station. How am I supposed to effectively keep an eye on, assuming Cauldron-like, if they won't let me see any data? Hell, I don't even know what they're researching out there. Need to petition them again to share their info with investigations agents. It's only a matter of time before this blank hits again, and I want to be prepared. Anyway, if anyone at HQ asks why the Bright Falls report is a little thin this month, tell them it's because we couldn't take any readings. In the meantime, I might invest in some raccoon traps. Sincerely, Agent Estevez. Estevez. Still no power core. Can I rip this one? I can. Yep.
Now that gate should open.
Now that the gate should open, I should be able to get to that control point. Uh-oh, that is the pull cord.
I'm no detective, but something definitely happened here.
Ooh, Blessed Organization. Paracriminal Profile, the Blessed Organization. This group of individuals has operated outside the Bureau's notice for decades, perhaps longer, displaying a level of skill and caution rarely seen in paracriminal groups. A review of our past cases has found various mentions of their activity over the years. In 2016, a production company called Blessed Pictures was connected to an altered item case, as well as the death of an agent from exposure to illicit paranatural materials. In 1994, a Los Angeles-based public speaker named Chester Bless was involved in the illegal use of an altered item. In 1988, a business called Blessed Repair and Service was suspected of involvement with an object of power case, perhaps even creating it. None of these businesses or individuals have ever been located. However, their connection to appearances of altered items and objects of power is too direct to be considered circumstantial. An arrest order has been issued for any persons believed to be involved with the Blessed Organization. Looks like you can't control yourself, huh? Thanks, Nylock. You got me. I'm out of control. That's out on Friday, right? Yeah, Alan Wake 2 is out on Friday. How you doing, Nylock? That's my favorite. I want to learn more about the Blessed Organization. I'm surprised if they end up being a major factor in a Control sequel. 1, 2, 3.
Do we know each other? This feels familiar. I can't seem to... I've forgotten. I'm sorry. My name is Alan Wake.
Alan? Alan?
Who are you? Who are you? Do I know you?
I'm your friend Tom. Tom Zane. There's nothing to worry about.
Tom. The poet. The diver. You look different.
That was just a role. A character. The protagonist I played in my old film. I'm a filmmaker. An auteur like yourself. We're working on this together, remember? An artistic collaboration. You need a drink.
Alan? Yeah, the sound effect doesn't work for some reason. I'm working on it.
Endless darkness. Nothing holds still.
Devouring me.
Very close now. You've been writing. You found a way to escape. It'll work this time.
Writing?
You found a way!
No. I don't... Wait. There's something. It's my double. He's out there.
Scratch.
Yeah. Nothing to worry about. I'm dealing with it. It's fine, my friend. Let me handle him.
You've met him? What the hell?
That was some
come
red
on.
glass.
You misunderstand me.
Question is, why did a doppelganger of Wake call himself Thomas Zane?
That was Alan Wake, the writer who went missing in that AWE case I read about. What's he doing here? And Thomas Zane was with him. The poet. No, wait. He was a filmmaker. I always remember that wrong.
No, Jessie's one of the few people who knows who Thomas Zane was. She found his poetry in a shoebox in Ordinary. As we all know, things in the shoeboxes cannot be altered by Thomas Zane's wish to write himself out of reality, ergo his poetry remains. But we covered that during our trip to the House of Dreams log. Also, this was that symbol that Jessie mentioned. It was mentioned in one of the reports. Two circles overlapping with a dot in the middle. Interesting. I don't remember that being relevant. Also, it's night? Has it ever been night at the Ocean View Motel? Machine's acting up. All these electronic devices are. That's probably fine. The lights just went out like that. That all the lights...
Dr. O'Neill Hartman, devoured by hungry darkness, became the thing that had been Hartman. Broke loose, killed everyone it could, lurking, roaming, waiting. Then something else came, a resonance. The thing that had been Hartman went through another change.
Uh-oh. Looks like this isn't a creepy item that's doing a spooky thing.
Dr. Dr. Emil Hartman was desperate. The Federal Bureau of Control had stolen his life's work. This was his last chance, his final experiment, what he'd been too scared to do before. Hartman dove into the lake, was taken, devoured by hungry darkness, became the thing that had been Hartman.
The thing that had been Hartman.
Fragmented impulses on autoplay. Violent, bloodthirsty darkness in the driver's seat. Emerging from the lake, the thing was captured by the FBC. Brought in, contained, studied. The thing broke loose, killed everyone it could. The FBC fell back and sealed the sector. The thing was alone in the dark, lurking, roaming, waiting. Then something else came. Not darkness, but similar enough. A sound. A resonance. It shouldn't be a surprise. If there's one, why not another? The darkness inside the thing could have been immune, could have resisted, fought, could have been passed by, passed through with no effect. But it didn't, and it wasn't. Maybe it had grown weaker over time, not aged. It was timeless, but weaker with no link to its source. A metamorphosis followed. The thing that had been Hartman went through another change.
We've got ourselves a Hartman monster. Are the events of the game all written by Alan Wake? Unclear. It is more likely that Alan is using his knowledge of the FBC to create an out for himself. Go in that door that we saw them talking? No? Okay. This is really cool. Yeah! This game's cool. Explore the investigations sector. Oh, when they sealed it, they... Oh. That's an astral spike. I don't want to deal with that. Where am I? Oh, Jesus, I'm all the way at the bottom of the map there. And oh good, it looks like I'll have to go deal with that astral spike. I bet this door doesn't open. Or... This door broke. Alright, well, let's go play with the astral spike. Get around this side. Bye-bye. Oh! Oh, buddy. Oh. That is unfortunate. Oh, good. A door that opens. Not at all regrettable.
Creepy, damp, and abandoned. Why did Wake want me to come here?
No secret. What? Those items weren't just floating around the room, they were like... dissolving? That's probably fine. It's just like a little lighting malfunction. Yeah, that's probably. We're just gonna go use the bathroom. And there's nothing in the bathroom. So back into the spooky hallway where recycling bins repeat. As do end tables.
That doesn't look like a house shift.
And pallet jacks.
Do I even want to know?
Also, that thing with the lighting. Kind of look like the same tech they're using for the reality shifting in Alan Wake 2. Launch speed boost. There's no mod. What? Launch speed on launch kills? Huh. Fortunately, I just don't get rid of these other mods. You know what? I want to see what this looks like. So, weapons. No, we're gonna get rid of all level 4 mods at this point. Just tired of looking at them. Shade facet. Y'all seeing this, right? Reality's having a bit of a struggle over here. Filing and processing. Uh-oh. The hiss found its way down here. You friend.
Of course, the hiss are already in here.
Oh, okay. An improved speed boost mod. Seized protection. Incoming damage after seizing an enemy is reduced. Oh, interesting. New material, confiscated motive. Foot gossip. Hello, my feet gossip at night and now I have to wear shoes to bed. Sincerely me. That one. Service tunnel. This place is like extra shifted.
Whoa. Looks like the house has gotten a little wild in here.
Hartman arrest. Official arrest report. Offender name Hartman Emil. Victim names Wake Allen, Anderson Tor, Anderson Odin, redacted, Rudolph Lane, Wendy DeSole, Thomas Emerson, redacted. Officer names Dennis Special Agent Remy. Charges Code 4 kidnapping of altered individuals, 1 count. Code 8 sanctions against altered organizations, 1 account. Code 37, obstruction of Bureau investigation, 1 count. Code 74, breaching the Ash Act, 6 counts. Additional notes: offender's property seized as evidence to be used in conjunction with an ongoing AWE investigation. Offender's personal effects have been sent to research for analysis. After being cleared by Bureau researchers, all victims have been released. Biannual surveillance orders were assigned to each, except for the Anderson brothers due to their senility, and Wake, possibly deceased. Is this the main game or DLC? It's the, yeah, like Caitlin said, it's the DLC, the Alan Wake DLC. This content specifically bridges all previous Alan Wake stuff into Alan Wake 2. Coming out this Friday. Sorry. Surprisingly sturdy stacked shelves. But yes. Photograph of a cracked wall.
There you
Over
go.
a crackable wall.
Doesn't that feel better?
Who are you talking to? Shield kills reload efficiency. That's an interesting ability. Don't read confidential correspondence. It's not just rude, it's illegal. Maybe be more concerned with the latter, but alright. Well, now we have to climb this busted-ass hallway. You've been away for a bit, Nylock. We completed the main game. Yes, there's nothing else in this busted-ass hallway. Including some very excellent sequences that, if you have not seen them before, you should definitely see. Service tunnel. Here we go.
This darkness is blocking the door. So now I have to deal with an interdimensional noise and sentient shadows.
And now I have to play Alan Wake.
Light burns it away, huh? Makes sense.
Gundams? No Gundam sequences. Control sequences. Oh. That guy did not end well. Is that the fucking mold down here? Are you serious? Really should have gotten that mold situation taken care of. Light? Did I miss a light source? Preferably one not stip. Why is Hartman quoting the hiss? Filing processing, fire break, operations center, active investigations. This is that hallway that was all busted. I think. Yes it is. Operations Center.
The third thing. The sound made darker, the darkness made louder. Hartman was stretched, like a worm through time. The third thing was a monster. Now he crashed out of darkness toward Phaeton.
Oh, come on, Alan. You gotta do me like that.
The resonance carves its way through the thing that had been Hartman, vibrating, remolding. The sound changes the darkness, and the darkness changes the sound. They both changed what remained of Hartman. They all turned into something else. A third thing. The sound made darker. The darkness made louder. Hartman was stretched. Stretched as anyone when seen from out of time, like a worm through time. Almost an Ouroboros, a spiral, a maelstrom. The gravity well of a black hole, twisting inward, tightening, taking you deeper and deeper to the bottom, the heart, and through to the other side. The third thing said, when you hear this, you will know you're a new you. He said, we build you till nothing remains. He said, under the conceptual reality behind this reality, you must want these waves to drag you away. He said, baby, 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 yeah, orange peel. The third thing was a monster. He'd tear apart any ordinary person crossing his path. Now he crashed out of darkness toward Phaeton. There was nothing ordinary about Phaeton.
Except her hometown. Literally named Ordinary. It's down here. And that darkness effect is really good in this game. The Eagle Limited AWE-44. A train derailment resulting in 62 casualties and numerous injuries was suspected to have been the work of a paranormal group known as Blank. As a result of this event, the agents discovered that one of the cars had become altered with a persistent auditory event. It remains to be determined whether the AWE was spontaneous or the direct result of the sabotage. Response. The Bureau had been tracking said group at the time, and the intel gathered suggested an event of this caliber was imminent in Bloomington. As a result, a response team on site was able to respond to the train accident within minutes of its occurrence. They arrived to find emergency processes underway, but also equipment left behind by the suspected group. The suspicious onlooker managed to elude agents after they attempted to make contact. Further investigations of the accident site revealed a curiously undamaged train car that exhibited an altered state when entered. The individual car was secured and transported to the investigation sector for further studies. Great, so I got a spooky train down here somewhere. Alex Wake hunts and pecks while typing. Oh god, he does. This is the true evil. Examination of paranatural entity. Well, that's how you use those old typewriters, isn't it? Can you do, like, modern typing on those old things? Paranatural entity A010, aka the Shadow, is an aggressive blank consisting of 3 known types. A. Localized manifestations of sentient blank capable of occupying organic and inorganic material, as well as exerting blank over its surroundings. B. Shaded individuals. Human bodies blank by the shadow. These individuals become notably more aggressive, but do not seem to retain blank of their previous selves. Research is ongoing as to whether this condition is reversible. C. Shaded objects, similar to Type B, except that inanimate objects are blank, solely to be used as destructive tools. Each type seems to work towards a shared goal, possibly targeting certain individuals, see AWE 35, which may imply a shared link to a blank intelligence. The threat this entity poses warrants immediate exploration of offensive/defensive measures. The investigation sector is being outfitted with additional lighting sources, some internally powered, to prepare for the eventuality of an outbreak?
My understanding of the darkness is fragmented, incomplete. This abyss, this void, it very much does not wish to be understood. If light symbolizes knowledge, then it stands to reason that darkness would equate to ignorance. By its very nature, it abhors comprehension. Of course, my own nature drives me to comprehend all.
I get you there.
We are opposing forces, destined to collide. And given this conflict of natures, we know that the light of truth will burn away the darkness, both figuratively and literally. Any significant light source can be used as protection, even weaponry, against this metaphysical gloom. And then there are the artists. I know for a fact that Tom, Wake, the Anderson brothers, and Lane all had some involvement with the darkness.
Hey.
The question is whether their uncanny ability to affect reality through their art beckons the darkness, or did their work perhaps even create it? With Wake now secure in my lodge, I expect I shall grow closer to learning the answers to these questions. Assuming he cooperates, which is proving quite the challenge. Well, perseverance is the foundation of knowledge. Speaking of, I must be off on my rounds.
I must say something ironic. Oh, okay. Well, ironically, he would know a lot more about the darkness when it fused with him. Power core? This way, please. Oh, we got it. Some hiss. What are y'all flybys doing? Each item I add to these makes my life a little more difficult. Had not noticed that. Services are no longer required. Official findings: illegal altered item market. A black market hub specializing in the trade of occult talismans, relics, and other assorted ceremonial objects, as well as genuine, altered, and paranatural materials, was raided in Blank, Czech Republic, by a team of special investigators. Unsuccessful attempts by suspects to escape using altered items resulted in numerous casualties, and prevented the Bureau from questioning all participants. The following interrogations revealed that not only is there a vast network of these retailers, but that they seem to be gathering information on altered items and other paranatural materials from sources unknown to the Bureau. The Bureau's concern here is threefold. There is a growing underground market for paranatural materials, which implies a growing awareness of their existence among a niche group of the general public. These criminal individuals do not seem aware of the item's paranatural powers, and their attempts to activate them could prove devastating if done in populated areas. The motivations of these collectors are largely unknown. And I've got Hiss Corrupted Airborne Rangers. Why not? Why not? Always use more. Interagency cooperation decision regarding NASA. Following the NASA-FBC Coordination Agreement of 1972, the Bureau has provided NASA with numerous technological advancements based on our research, including the Black Rock lining, now found in all spacefaring vessels. In return, all data gathered during space missions is made available for Bureau researchers to analyze. Recently, certain individuals have raised the concerns that this relationship does not adequately benefit the Bureau, either intellectually or financially. A thorough examination of the costs accrued by both organizations has shown that the expense of NASA's recent launch of the Blank far outweighs any spending related to the processing and delivery of Black Rock. From its medium Earth orbit, the Blank will provide the Bureau with an unparalleled resource for remotely monitoring and photographing AWE sites, a resource that would be lost if the partnership ends. It is the opinion of this committee that maintaining a cooperative relationship with our colleagues at NASA is of vital importance. We working with NASA, y'all. Jesse going to space. Excuse me.
Reminder, all employees are required to report their hours at the end of each month. The Federal Bureau of Control maintains that time is not subjective, and hours passed on alternative planes cannot be claimed. Astral dives do not accumulate overtime compensation. Thank you for your attention.
That's bullshit. Anything interesting? Oh no. Auto chores.
The air here is getting bad. The vents, they are full of mold shit.
Old
It's
shit.
not good for you. Headache, nausea, mold. The plants in here have died standing up. Lighten them up.
Ah, more plants. Alright,
Darkness
let's go
everywhere.
make some new friends.
New day, same old bloody city, except the old way. Like dark but good for nothing. Get rid of it.
Should be an Keystone. Lansing, Michigan. What the hell do we have in Lansing? Pemberton, New Jersey. Great Falls, of course. New York, New York. Ballard, Utah.
Agent Fisher, day 6 inside the motel. Utilized surveillance methods are as follows. Fiber optic cameras slid under the individual room doors. Motion detectors in the lobby area. Tripwire, triggering a flash camera across the main entrance. Even fingerprint powder on the front desk. Results are varying at best. But mostly just inconclusive and unusable. The footage is corrupted. Sometimes even the equipment is damaged. I don't know how, exactly. I think this place is making fun of me. That's the only explanation. I can hear them laughing and screaming behind the closed doors. I can hear the call bell going ding multiple times a day, but when I look, there's no one there. I know I'm supposed to stay out of sight, but I've seen the doors closing just before I can catch even a glimpse of anyone or anything. They're messing with me, whoever they are. I think... Wait, shh. There's something. I gotta get this. Gotta get the cable out. Come on, you fiber optic fuck, cooperate. Okay, there we go. Alright, that was faint, but I definitely heard movement coming from the hallway. I think I might have finally caught one. Ha! The recording better work this time or I swear to God I'll... What? Hello? Who's there? Oh, shit. I'm with the FBC. Move away from the door. I have a... Where's my...
Uh-huh. And then? And then? Still going. Rocky Mount, Virginia, and Sterling. Here we are, Austin. Did I go through all of them? Everything up here? It looks like it. There's nothing else back there. Yeah. Oh, that's it then. So, moving forward. Haha! Walked right past that, probably several times. Kirkland, so you put me on desk job duty just because I did a thing I was fucking hired to do? My job? Want to know what I call that? Bullshit. Asking us to interrogate these scum without using words like altered items or AWEs or paracriminal is the stupidest thing I've heard in my life, and I've heard some fucking stupid things. They already know the facts. Hell, they know just as much as us, if not more. And they get to sit there laughing at us while we dance around our words, trying not to leak classified terminology. They already know the fucking terminology. If you think pulling me off the case will stop me, then think again. That piece of shit blew up those tracks. He killed those people, all to make a train turn altered. We have him dead to rights, and you need to let me back in that interrogation cell so I can get him to flip on his buddies. These people are terrorists and deserve to be treated as such. This won't stop unless we stop them. You can go ahead and put me on suspension, see if that slows me down. Agent Hewitt. Agent Hewitt sounds like a bit of a loose cannon. Not unlike my voice. This expressing all the things you wish you could. Yeah, I feel that.
I don't feel right. Something in this darkness is draining me.
Lights went out.
What is that?
Powered by hungry darkness.
Come on, elevator, time to go!
Dr. Emil Hartman was desperate.
So you don't like the light?
While we're here, vending machine procedures. Unknown. Testing in the investigation sector is currently ongoing. Description: altered effect. A vending machine, its front covered in a faux wooden panel, coin-operated, buttons for selecting food products. The item generates and stores a variety of material, both edible and otherwise, in its rows of internal trays. Initial testing suggests the item reacts to the mind of the individual in closest proximity and will produce whatever they subconsciously desire. Attempts to cause the item to create a living blank have consistently failed. The item was discovered in a nursing home in Blank, Alberta, after a resident named Muriel Blank called a local news station about a magic vending machine. The news story reported that the nursing home staff was purposefully stocking the machine with distinctive foods and objects as a way to raise residents' spirits. The Bureau response team encouraged the story while confiscating the item.
Okay, this room is really intimidating and all, but I know my rights. It's not a crime to try and get a book signed.
Making unauthorized contact with a dangerous paranatural entity is indeed a Bureau offense, Mr. Langston, and can be prosecuted as such.
Okay. Well, I didn't know that. Listen, this is being blown way out of proportion. All that happened is I heard Dr. Hartman had been brought in, and since I'm a huge Alan Wake fan, I thought it'd be cool to get a copy of The Creator's Dilemma signed. That's a book that Hartman wrote about.
We know what it is.
Okay, good. So yeah, I was just looking to fill out my Wake collection. I certainly didn't know Hartman had turned into some kind of shadows or something.
That's a completely inaccurate description.
Whatever, listen, I'm just a desk jockey. I sort papers, do data entry, that kind of stuff. Don't come down on me like this. I made one mistake. I mean, I see people break the rules all the time, and no one is pulling them into dark rooms to yell at them. Yesterday, Dave Gleason and his crew were talking to that empty spacesuit and laughing their heads off.
We're letting you off with a warning, Mr. Langston. But this is going on your record, so one more screw-up and our next chat won't be so friendly.
Great. That is just great to hear, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hey, is there any chance I could get my copy of The Creator's Dilemma back?
Get out.
Can't blame a guy for trying. Oh, hi. You just stay down there. Oh, okay. Hartman monster can teleport. I'll read the Night Springs screenplay later. Ooh, supplies. Caitlin, scary monster, right? That's Dr. Emil Hartman, the asshole from that tried to kidnap Alan Wake. He's back in terrifying monstrosity form. arcade cabinets. The Shum and Shum 2. Should be a little more focused on finding a way through this darkness without getting eaten. The fucking Hartman grew over here. And that's what it looks like when the Shadow and the Hiss get together and have a baby. Fuck off, Hartman. He's got a one big hand for gaming.
Yeah, how do you like that?
Official findings report, Dr. Emil Hartman. Dr. Emil Hartman is an academic psychotherapist that owned and operated a recovery center in Washington, Bright Falls. Why would you redact that? Focused on the treatment of artists struggling with creative blocks and other mental disorders. Publicly, Dr. Hartman's treatment center seemed unremarkable in its methods and purpose. Privately, however, Dr. Hartman was abusing his patients in order to utilize any latent blank abilities they may possess with the aim of shaping blank to his own benefit, which has earned him a Class 2 paracriminal designation. Note, for more on the link between artists and their ability to blank reality through artistic mediums, see file blank. Investigation has proven that Dr. Hartman's illegal endeavors were conducted alone. After being approached by the Bureau during the blank investigation, he displayed no remorse or intention to cease his actions. Dr. Hartman was taken into custody, evaluated, and released blank months later, having been deemed a negligible threat. His medical license has been permanently revoked. Don't think you like that? Yeah? Note the screenplay was found after the Bureau acquired the Night Springs television series and all its past episode scripts. It appears to be written by Alan Wake as part of an application to become one of the show's writers. Night Springs spec script episode Over the Threshold Darkly by Alan Wake, host VO. It is only human nature to wish to control the forces around us, and even more so to possess them. But what happens when those forces are not ours to claim, or even of this world? What if they are the things you can discover in Night Springs? Interior, Secret Lab Night. We are in a secret lab. The large sign on the wall reads, The Federal Bureau of Night Springs. Scientist. I've told you several times, Director, it isn't ready. Director. It's ready when I say it's ready, Doctor. Scientist. But the being beyond the portal, we have no control over it. I look forward to finding more of these. This room is much better with the lights on. It's not so scary. Alright. But for now, can't even afford an ability with that. Why would you even highlight that like it matters? Construct Surge. Surge-free adhesive munitions that detonate when manually triggered. I do not recall this weapon. A moment, please. I have a remote mine launcher now. That's pretty sick. What happened to that one guy's screenplay? What one guy's? Oh, Time Knife? We haven't seen the sequel yet, so we don't know what has yet become of Time Knife. I hope it's being given a movie treatment. Maybe a prestige series on Amazon or Netflix. And I'm hoping we'll see a lot more of it in the future. But for now, we must wait. And by that I mean we're going to go ahead and call it a night. Sad. Yeah, pretty much. Let's see. Is anyone on? Nah, we're alright. Alright. We're going to call it the end of a stream here today. I want to thank you folks for joining and hanging out as we go through some wonderful Control antics. I'm very excited to get back into this AWE stuff. I really don't remember much of it other than the Hartman monster is a pain in the ass. And that's about it. Is all I remember. I don't remember any real side stuff. I remember one side quest, but I'm excited to get to him, them, it. But other than that, that's all I remember. No streaming tomorrow, he says. I might actually stream a little bit tomorrow. Won't be as much, and it won't be at the normal time, but I might. Just because I want to make sure we get through the AWE content before Friday. Because that's when Alan Wake 2 comes out, and we are definitely playing Alan Wake 2. So, yeah. In the meantime, as always, you can catch us on our Discord, link in the chat. We also have all of our social media stuff. You can go to the fuck's the name of our site? GhostBeachGames.com. You can get to all our socials through that. Follow us here on Twitch, YouTube, Ghost Beach Games Clips. And hopefully we'll get some posting from TikTok and all that stuff here soon. But yeah, we'll go ahead and call it there for the day. I do want to thank you all for joining me. Hope you had a great time. Hope you enjoyed this nice little island of serenity and fun amidst the chaotic storm that is Tuesday. And I look forward to playing more with y'all later this week, and really look forward to Alan Wake 2. So, until then, hope y'all have a good one. I know I will. And I'll see y'all later. Good night.